Hello and welcome. We're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. This week, we had Saturday and Monday racing at Caymanas Park, so we'll review the EROS Trophy and the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission Trophy. And then we preview the Jamaican Derby, where there are two distinct camps, one supporting the Fly Filly, Atomica, and the other, one of the best calls we've seen in recent years, Blue Vinyl. The connections of Blue Vinyl are harboring dreams of winning the Triple Crown. But first, to Trinidad and Tobago we go to kickstart this week's episode.
There were 7 runners declared for Monday's Grade 1 Midsommar Classic. At the head of the betting was the John O'Brien trained Crown Prince at 2-5, with his stable companion Soca Harmony next best supported at 5-2. Veteran reinsman Nobel Abrego was coaxed out of retirement to pilot Soca Harmony. With the race call, track announcer John Rupert.
1,200 meters to go, and it's Devindra with the lead on top of the game in those yellow cap, coming up to the throat latch of Devindra. Crown Prince nicely positioned by Budram Singh in third. Then comes Soca Harmony racing in fourth spot, a gap of about 2.5 lengths back to Empress Hassan. Then a further 3 back to Princess Aruna, and Sharif is the trailer. They go towards the 800-meter pole, and Soca Harmony gets a let-in on the inside, and she takes advantage, and she goes on now. So it's Soca Harmony in front from Devindra, who races in second. Crown Prince is now moving now, and it's Soca Harmony and Crown Prince. Top of the game is staying on for third. Devindra is in fourth spot. Then a gap of about 5 back to Empress Hassan, Sharif, and Princess Aruna. They're about to reach the 400-meter pole, and it's Soca Harmony and Nobel Abrego in front. Crown Prince is in second. Then comes top of the game and Devindra, but it looks like it's the John O'Brien pair as they come right inside the home stretch now, and it's Soca Harmony in front. Crown Prince now has to be tested here by the filly Soca Harmony and Nobel Abrego. He's pulling away from Crown Prince. Then top of the game and Devindra is staying on, but it's Soca Harmony here, and it's going to be a memorable afternoon for trainer John O'Brien. His third win, Soca Harmony wins the Midsommar Classic by about 6.
On a sloppy track, Soca Harmony easily held the challenge of stablemate Crown Prince to win by 8 3/4 lengths in a time of 1 minute 55 and 1/5 of a second for 1,800 meters. Soca Harmony is owned and bred by Lester Moore.
Well, John, if you look at her run on the last race 4 weeks ago, she ran 6 furlongs in 12 2/5, winning by 14 lengths, which is nothing short of spectacular. And you bring her back, you don't have much to do. She's a filly. You just gave her a half mile last week Sunday, and she was very comfortable. And she was 100% fit, and she ran back to the 112 2/5 she ran on the last race day.
From TNT, we head to the land of wood and water, where the EROS Trophy was the feature event on Saturday's 10-race card.
Named for arguably the greatest sprinter in the history of racing in Jamaica, the EROS Trophy is an open allowance graded stakes contest run over 7 furlongs. This year's renewal was billed as a speed duel between 2 importees, Runaway Algo and Eroy. Dale Murphy's Runaway Algo was sent off as the even money favorite, while the consistent Eroy was bet at only 4-1. The field of 7 also included 2 former Derby winners, 2020 victor King Arthur and last year's hero Calculus.
Runaway Algo as expected wants that lead, so to Eroy. These 2-man strides. I've got Magic closing in on them, just about a length and a half separates them, and Runaway Algo is asked to kick once again. I've got Magic has him covered, just a length separates them. Eroy fading back just a bit. King Arthur now finds a perfect run against the rail. I Am Fred and Calculus racing out wide as Eroy filters back through the field, and a Money Monster continues to trail. They're coming into the lane in the EROS Trophy. A Runaway Algo is in the center. I've got Magic now asked to pounce on the outside. Watch King Arthur. He's against the fence and beginning to make ground. It's a Runaway Algo battling to keep that lead. King Arthur pressurizing. Calculus is also traveling well in behind, and I've got Magic is out wide, but Runaway Algo continues to battle to hold the lead. King Arthur now beginning to come at them on the inside rail, and Calculus now flying out wide. It is King Arthur with the first run over Calculus. King Arthur wins the EROS. Calculus is second.
With a powerful rail run, King Arthur, piloted by champion jockey Anthony Thomas, overhauled Runaway Algo and then held off the challenge of Calculus to win by half a length. King Arthur, trained by Jason DaCosta and groomed by Leon Walker for owner Carlton Watson, came home in 1 minute 24 and 3/5 of a second for the 1400 meter strip. Staying in Jamaica for the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission Trophy, this one a 3-year-old and up open allowance contest over 1100 meters. Scratched from the event was the Ian Prasad pair of Big Jewel and She's a Wonder, the latter having raced and won only 2 days before.
They're arriving at the half mile and running now toward the 7/16th, and Mahogany now gets that lead. God of Love pressing home an attack on the outside. The Lure of Ludi dropping back just a bit, overtaken by Laban, and at the back of the field it's Curlin's Affair going nowhere as they come past the final 5/16th. Mahogany tested by God of Love in the red silks. They're into the lane. It's Mahogany, God of Love attacking on the outside. Laban trying to sneak up against the rail. Lure of Lucy left back in fourth. Forget Curlin's Affair. Mahogany has to find extra to fight off the attentions of God of Love, who continues to drift wide, and Mahogany now begins to pull away from them. It's Mahogany after Burners on. Ryder having a peep over his shoulder. He now begins to ease down. Dick Cardenas will have his second. Mahogany wins the BGLC Trophy.
Dick Cardenas got a chance ride due to the unavailability of regular jockey Dane Dawkins and guided the 5-year-old chestnut gelding Mahogany to a facile win in the 5-horse field. The 1-5 favorite stopped the clock in an impressive 1 minute 5 1/5 of a second for the 1100 meter strip. The speedball is owned by Patrick Ellis, Henry Platt, Thomas Pragnell, and Karen Prasad.
2 horses, 1 prize, and for one, the prospects of a Triple Crown. It's a fascinating prospect, this Jamaica Derby, because Blue Vinyl is on the doorstep of history. St. Ledger, done. Guineas, done. And only the Derby stands between him and racing immortality. Also standing in his way is the crack filly, Atomica, who had her colours lowered in the St. Ledger, but who connections say will be right as rain for the Derby and will be primed for revenge. Both horses have huge fan bases. On one side, the Blue Vinyl camp, who say it's a 1-horse race. On the other side, the Atomica supporters, who say their filly will turn the tables on the colt come Derby Day. It's a fascinating prospect, as I said, and we have the build-up right now.
10 horses have been declared for the 102nd edition of the Jamaica Derby. Triple Crown hunting Blue Vinyl, trained by 2-time Derby winner Patrick Wacky Lynch for owner M&M Racing Stables, will run from post position 8. 24-year-old apprentice jockey Radish Roman is living the dream, having secured his first 2 classic wins aboard the Chestnut Colt. He is quietly confident of Triple Crown's success.
Well, I'm pretty confident in Blue Vinyl because I know he's a very versatile animal.
Blue Vinyl's greatest challenge is expected to come from Oak Ridge Farm's explosive filly, Atomica. The Gary Sobrati conditioned filly aced every test in her 6-race career, except the last, where she was beaten into second, 3 3/4 lengths behind Blue Vinyl in the St. Ledger at 1.25 miles. Her connections are confident she can conquer the colt at 1.5 miles come Derby Day. Also in the field is Ian Prasad's Brinks, the horse nicknamed the Money Truck, who ran well for 3rd in the St. Ledger. The champion trainer Anthony Baba Nunes will send Morimoto to do battle, while Spencer Chung's Sonny T and the Chippy plus Richard Azan's Rum Puncher are also expected to run well. Post time for the Jamaica Derby is 4:55 p.m. Jamaica time, 5:55 p.m. in the Eastern Caribbean, with live coverage on SportsMax, your home of champions.
We've been at the track covering the sport of kings. Remember, whatever you ride this weekend, or any weekend for that matter, ride with care.